Okay, hi. How's everyone doing?
Good.
Woo! Okay, is this working? Oops. Okay, got it. So thank you all for being here today. My name is Adila. I'm an alumni from last year, and on the screen here, you can see my wonderful Unleashed team. We worked on education. So before I start my story, I would like to talk about our school bag. You see, I went to school in two different countries, Bangladesh and Singapore. And in both countries, little Adila had to carry a very heavy school bag. Just like the school bag, education felt like a burden on my shoulders. Education felt like a burden because I found no meaning in it. But fortunately for me, or unfortunately, I was also aware that education was a privilege. You see, my brother was a special needs kid, and he did not have that school bag for a long time because we could not find a school for him. So eventually, when we got to find a school for him and he got to put on that school bag, it changed his life. So fast forward to college, I was getting involved in a lot of educational organizations, including this one called Kids Accomplish. At Kids Accomplish, we were a team with wild ideas. We had a bunch of 50 students that came to us every Saturday, and we experimented with all sorts of learning. One time, we brought the kids out to the shopping mall to investigate gender bias. Another time, we dedicated 10 lessons to looking at our world through the lenses of superhero characters. It is here that I learned that just to ensure learning is not enough. You have to ensure that your students are having fun so that they find meaning in the learning. So after 2 years at Unleash, after 2 years at Kids Accomplish, I was super hyped for Unleash, just like all of you. So when I came in, I realized that my team had many diverse ideas. For a couple of days, we could not settle on a single problem we wanted to solve. We all came from backgrounds where we saw multiple problems and had multiple priorities. But eventually, we did realize that a multicultural education from a young age is very important if you want to reduce localized violence in Europe with the incoming refugees. So we settled on that, and this is my team here. We won the best prototype, and we developed this project using VR to teach European students about the refugee life, to basically personalize the learning for them. So there was just one problem. I really wanted to bring this idea to Singapore when I came back, but I did not know how VR worked. So I did try to find out, you see, but it did not really go so well. So,
Angry.
okay.
Awesome.
But luckily, at the beginning of this year, I met Izzy. She's a pro at video production who's also exploring education tech. So along with her and Cheryl on my right there, we got together and formed a social enterprise called Veer.360. So at Veer, just much like our Unleash project, we make VR-assisted curricula for different social issues. But while working on Veer, we met with people from the Institute of Mental Health in Singapore, and we developed this curriculum on emotional resilience for children. So this is our first pilot. We did it with 10 kids, and the hope is really to bring it to mainstream Singapore schools. But at the same time, we realized that there are so many other social enterprises that want to form an emotional connection between their causes and their audiences. So we started developing different video content just for them using VR technology. These are some of the things that we have made so far. And luckily for us, recently we just got into the newspaper to acknowledge our work on on the mental health curriculum. Thank you so much for being here.